Look at this guy. This is Steve. Steve is a senior developer at Meta. Steve pulls in a $400,000 base salary, plus restricted stock units that would make a hedge fund manager blush. Steve is a genius at Python, but he is a retail-level amateur at the game of life. Steve thinks he's hacked the system. Why? Because Steve didn't buy a ring. Steve didn't have a wedding. Steve didn't sign a single state-issued marriage certificate. I'm safe, Steve tells his bros at the pickleball court. No contract, no liability. I'm ghosting the legal system. Poor, delusional Steve. He's like a guy trading on margin without knowing what a margin call is. Steve has a $2 million condo in Palo Alto. It's a fortress of equity. It's his castle. And then he meets Chloe. Chloe does yoga, drinks green juice, and has an Instagram feed that looks like a high-end spa. Steve thinks he just found love. I see a Trojan horse entering his primary residence. Welcome to today's audit. I'm going to show you how Steve's freedom is actually a glass-walled prison. It starts with a toothbrush in the cup, then a yoga mat in the hallway, then 3 boxes of organic bedding and a cat named Luna. Steve smiles. He thinks he's being a good guy. He thinks he's a provider. Then Chloe starts decorating. She wants to paint the walls sage green. She wants a new rug in the living room. She convinces Steve to remodel the kitchen. Steve pays the bills, and Chloe picks the cabinet handles. Steve thinks he's happy. Wrong. Listen to me. In the eyes of the law, Chloe isn't decorating. Chloe is establishing sweat equity. Every hour she spends improving your nest is a line of code in a lawsuit Steve doesn't see coming. I turned this house into a home, she will say, and the judge will nod in approval. Fast forward 1 year. Steve and Chloe go to the Sunday farmer's market. Steve introduces her to everyone as his partner. The neighbors see them together. The Instagram posts are full of hearts. Congratulations, Steve. You just broadcasted your de facto merger to the entire zip code. Steve, the law doesn't need a ceremony with white pigeons to take your money. In states like Texas, it's called common law. In California, it's Marvin claims. It doesn't matter what you call it. The result is the same, a forensic audit of everything you built while she was sitting on your sofa. But we aren't married, Steve screams. Steve, wake up. The law looks at the lifestyle you provided. If you accustomed her to first-class flights and luxury condos, you are now legally obligated to maintain that lifestyle baseline. You became her private bank without even knowing it. Then comes the breakup. Steve tells Chloe it's time to move out. He thinks she'll pack her cat and leave. Chloe just smiles and gives him her lawyer's number. Suddenly, Steve is locked out of his own condo because of a domestic occupancy claim. Look at the screen. Steve is now sleeping on a bunk bed in a hacker house and eating cold pizza from a box. Meanwhile, in his $2 million condo, Chloe is hosting a healing retreat for all her friends. And who's that guy in the background? That's Marco, the surf instructor. Marco is using Steve's high-speed fiber internet and sleeping on Steve's pillows. Steve, you didn't just lose the house, you are paying the rent for the guy who replaced you. Stop. Before I tell you how to avoid this nightmare, hit that subscribe button right now. Consider it your only free insurance policy. Do it now or stay an anonymous donor for your ex-girlfriend. What's the move, Steve? You don't let her move in without a cohabitation agreement. It's a simple legal document that says the house is mine, the money is mine, and you are a guest with benefits. It's not unromantic, it's survival. Audit your floor plan today or the state will audit your soul tomorrow. Protect your work, protect your future, and for the love of God, don't give her a key to the front door until we talk.
Relationship risk, the new generation. Keep your equity, keep your pride. The Audit is here, nowhere to hide.